Assalamu alaikum dear class. Today we will be discussing the question types and formats. It's pre-testing and finalizing the questionnaire. Let us discuss with detail. First of all, good morning everyone. Today we will be diving deeper into two key aspects of questionnaire design: questionnaire types and their formats, and the importance of pretesting and finalizing your questionnaire. Understanding these concepts is crucial for ensuring that your questionnaire is effective, reliable, and able to gather the useful insights. We will start by looking at different types of questions you can include in your questionnaire. Then we will move on how you can pretest and finalize it to ensure that you are getting the right data from your respondents. First of all, we will be discussing the question types, which is close-ended questions. This type of question we will discuss today is close-ended questions. These are the questions where respondents are given a limited set of responses to choose from. Close-ended questions are easy to analyze because the responses can be easily quantified. Here are the few types, including yes and no questions, the simplest form of close-ended questions. For example, do you like the mobile phone? Yes or no. This allows for quick responses but can be limiting when you want more in-depth information. Then comes multiple choice questions. The respondents select one or more options from the list of predefined answers. For example, which brand of mobile phone do you prefer? Huawei, Samsung, Apple, or any other? This type of questions allows you to analyze the patterns in consumer preferences, but you need to ensure the options you provide cover all the possible answers. Then come the rating scales like Likert scale. These questions ask the respondents to indicate their level of agreement or satisfaction on a scale, usually from strongly agree to strongly disagree. For example, I am satisfied with the battery life of my mobile phone. Number 1, strongly disagree, and number 5 will be strongly agree. This helps in measuring the attitudes or feelings toward the product or service. Then comes the ranking questions. In these, the respondent ranks the list of items according to the preferences. For example, rank the following mobile phones features in order of importance. Number 1, price, battery life, design, camera quality. This helps identify which factors are most important to your target market. Then the second category is open-ended questions. Now, let's move on open-ended questions where the respondents provide their own answers. These answers are valuable because they can offer insights into the reasons and motivations that might not be captured by the close-ended questions. For example, what do you like most about your mobile phone? While these questions can provide deeper insight, they can also be harder to analyze because the responses are varied and may require coding. However, if you are looking for a more detailed or qualitative information, the open-ended questions becomes essential. Number third category is dichotomous questions. So, the dichotomous questions give the respondents only two possible answers, usually yes or no. These types are great when you want to clear cut answer and are often used to gather the data quickly. For example, do you own the Huawei phone? There are only two possible options, ranging from yes to no. It's simple, but it helps identify essential patterns like the ownership or usage. Then comes the category of semantic differential scales. So, these type of scales ask the respondents to rate a product or a service based on two opposite objectives, such as good versus bad or expensive versus affordable. This format is useful when measuring attitudes or perceptions. An example could be, how would you rate the Huawei mobile phone? Good will be assigned to number 1 and 5 will be assigned to bad. It gives simple number value, making it easier to analyze across the respondents. Then the second feature is question formats. Now let us discuss how the format of your questions should be effectively managed. First of all, clear wordings make sure that your questions are easy to understand. Avoiding the jargons or complex phrases will make it meaningful. You should also avoid double barreled questions which ask you two things at once. For example, do you like the design and functionality of your mobile phone? Should this should be split into two separate questions to get clear responses. Then comes toward the balanced response option. When designing your questions, ensure that the response options are balanced and exhaustive. For example, in a Likert scale question, provide equal number of positive and negative responses. Similarly, ensure that your multiple choice questions covers or are covering all the possible answers to avoid the biases. Then comes the importance of question sequence. The order in which you present your question is critical. Start with less sensitive or more general questions to get a respondent comfortable. Place the more sensitive or demographic questions at the end, affecting the respondent's answer either earlier on the stages. Then comes the pre-testing of the questionnaire. So, before finalizing your questionnaire, it's essential to pre-test it. Pre-testing is the process of testing the questionnaire on small sample of your target audience before you roll it out to the entire population. The pre-testing will help you to identify any issues in wording, question order, or the format that could lead to confusion or invalid responses. Here is how to go about the pre-testing. First of all, you should select a small sample. Choose the group of respondents that closely matches your target audience. That makes sure that they are not the part of final data set. Then observe the reactions during the pre-testing. Observe how the respondents interpret the questions. If they ask a clarifying questions or seem confused, you can say that's the sign of something in your questions that you need to adjust and address. Then you will analyze the feedback. After pre-testing, collect feedback from the respondent. Ask them which questions were difficult to understand and which they found irrelevant, or if something was unclear. Then make the adjustments based on the pre-test feedback. Make all the necessary adjustments. This could lead this could be involving rewording of the questions, changing the order of questions, or eliminating the unnecessary ones. Then the last point will be finalizing the questionnaire. So once you have completed your pre-testing and made the adjustments, it's time to finalize your questionnaire. So first of all, you will check the consistency to ensure that the questions are consistent in styles and format. For example, if you are using a Likert scale, ensure all the questions mirror the similar concept using the same scale. Then maintain your focus. Ensure that every question serves a specific purpose related to your research objectives, and remove any questions that do not directly contribute to the research goals. Then test the length. A well-designed questionnaire should be concise. Avoid making it too long, as respondent may lose their interest and rush through the survey. Then comes the point of proofreading. Before you send your questionnaire out for the distribution, proofread it for grammar, punctuation, and clarity. The small errors can undermine the professionalism of your survey. To conclude, we can summarize the understanding of different question types, such as we discussed open-ended question, we discuss close-ended question and rating of the scales that help you design the questionnaire that captures both quantitative and qualitative data. The question format ensures clarity and coherence, while pretesting is crucial in identifying the potential issues before the actual survey is distributed. Finally, finalizing your questionnaire ensures that it's well organized, efficient, and effective in capturing the insights that you need for your research. So, designing the questionnaire is the process that requires attention to detail, but by following these principles, you will have a tool that collects high quality data to support your research. Thank you so very much for your attention. I am happy to answer my question that you might have. So, that's all for today's lecture. Uh, Till then, take good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.